Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme, text 24. Agnir Jyotir Aha Shukla Sanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vido Janaha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we read yesterday, Krishna was telling Arjuna that there are different times where people leave the body and then accordingly the destination is different. And we read in the purport by Srila Prabhupada saying that the pure devotee, he is not concerned with the time, what time he's leaving the body or what condition he's leaving the body in. Why? Because his consciousness is completely fixed on Krishna. So his destination is fixed. Golok, Vrindavan. So reading this, those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery God in the light at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. So the yogi, so you see how the yogi, they are choosing their time. It has to be auspicious moment of the day. It has to be during the fortnight of the waxing moon. It has to be when the sun is traveling in the north. And under the influence of the fiery god means it has to be in the light, can't be in the dark. So the yogi, he is considering so many different circumstances of when to leave his body. When fire, light, day, and the fortnight of the moon are mentioned, it is to be understood that over all of them, there are various presiding deities who make arrangements for the passage of the soul. So there is the moon god is there, the fire god is there. Here, Prabhupada is saying there are deities of the day also, it seems. And then light, the sun god is there. So all these deities, they are making arrangement for the soul, passage of the soul. At the time of death, the mind carries one on the path to a new life. So by our thoughts, where our consciousness is attached right now, we are creating our new body or bodies. At the time of death, then our mind takes us to the new body. When we die, what we give up is only the gross body. The subtle body goes with us. The subtle body consists of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Till the time we are in the material world, this subtle body stays with us in whichever gross body we are put in. Sometimes we may be in the body of an animal, sometimes in the body of a demigod, or sometimes body of a human being. So these different bodies, as we said, human being or animal or demigod, these are the gross bodies. We keep changing that. But we have this subtle body, which consists of mind, intelligence, and false ego. That goes with us in whichever, till the time we are in the material world. So liberation means getting free not only of this gross body, but the subtle body. The subtle body. We need to get rid of our false ego and be situated in our true ego. What is the true ego? Jivera Swarubhai Krishnera Nityadas. Every living entity is servant of Krishna. So that the true ego is, I am a servant of Krishna. We have to get rid of our material mind and we have to spiritualize our mind. How? By thoughts of Krishna, by thinking of Krishna. Our intelligence, we have to spiritualize our intelligence, use it for the pleasure of Krishna. So if one leaves the body at the time designated above, sorry, one moment. if one leaves the body at a time designated above, either accidentally or by arrangement, it is possible for him to attain the impersonal Brahmajyoti. So if one leaves at this kind of a situation, when there is a fortnight of the waxing moon, when the sun is in the north, when it's daytime, or when there's light, not necessarily day, but not during the dark, when there is, and it has to be an auspicious moment. So where does one go? One goes to the Brahmajyoti. One goes to the Brahman effulgence. Now one may be able to actually arrange that I'm going to go leave at this and this time. There are some yogis who are able to do it, but not everyone can do these things. Not everyone. Mystics who are advanced in yoga practice can arrange the time and place to leave the body. Others have no control. If by accident they leave at an auspicious moment, then they will not return to the cycle of birth and death. But otherwise, there is every possibility that they will have to return. So how many people can be able to control, I'm going to leave my body at this time, at this, when the sun is in the north, and this auspicious moment of the day? Barely. Now, some may be fortunate that they are able to die at such an auspicious moment. But what about the majority of the living entities? 99.999%. What about them? So that's why we are encouraged to take up devotional service. However, for the pure devotee in Krishna consciousness, there is no fear of returning, whether he leaves the body at an auspicious or inauspicious moment, by accident or arrangement. So why for the pure devotee there is no fear? Why? Because Krishna is taking care of it. Krishna says, you surrender unto me, I will deliver you. That's what he says. So we should seek the protection of Krishna, surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna begins by chanting Hare Krishna. By chanting the Hare Krishna, we begin our surrender to Krishna. So we need to hear regularly, chant regularly, so that when this moment will come, that we have to leave the body, then we can go back home, back to Godhead, to the spiritual world, never to return to this material world of birth and death. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Did you want to add anything? Comment anything?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much then.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you.
listening and joining in. Bhagavad
Hare
Gita ki
Krishna.
jai. Shla Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare